Rodri's future is uncertain. Manchester City's midfield maestro drops a bombshell about Real Madrid. Plus, a rising star is on City's radar. And is Pep Guardiola facing a tough decision? You won't want to miss this. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our updates.
Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLune 3-pack screen protector plus 3-pack camera lens protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
I've been at the top level for 3 months now. Since January, I've felt like the Rodri of old, says Manchester City's midfield general, Rodri. After battling through a series of injuries that kept him sidelined for the better part of 18 months, including a serious ACL tear and a subsequent hamstring issue, Rodri is back to his dominant best. He recently spoke about his struggles and triumphs, revealing that the time off made him truly appreciate the demands and the privilege of playing for a club like Manchester City. He admitted to questioning his ability to return to his peak form, but his recent performances, capped by a Carabao Cup win, have silenced those doubts. Rodri also opened up about the mentality of the team, crediting Pep Guardiola for instilling a relentless hunger for success. He even hinted at the possibility of a future move, mentioning a come-and-get-me plea from Real Madrid, a sentiment that has sent ripples through the football world. But is Rodri's return to form a sign of him staying, or is this his final act at the Etihad? And what's next for Manchester City's midfield? Rodri's declaration of feeling like his old self since January, coupled with his past injury woes, has presented Manchester City with a significant strategic puzzle. The midfielder, who has been instrumental in City's era of dominance, recently expressed a desire to one day return to play in Spain's La Liga, even hinting at a potential move to Real Madrid. This comes as his current contract is set to expire at the end of the 2026-27 season. Manchester City are reportedly eager to extend his contract, recognizing his immense value both on and off the pitch. However, Rodri's stated ambition to play in Spain and the physical demands of the Premier League, especially after his recent injury history, raise questions about his long-term future at the club. Analysts suggest that if Real Madrid makes a concrete offer, City might consider selling to recoup a fee rather than risk losing him for free. The decision hinges on Rodri's willingness to commit to a new contract and City's ability to persuade him to stay. Will Rodri stay or go? The midfield maestro's future hangs in the balance, but City might already have an eye on the next generation of talent. The midfield maestro, Rodri's recent comments about potentially returning to Spain, and his past injury struggles have thrown Manchester City's long-term planning into sharp focus. While City are keen to extend the contract of their influential midfielder, whose current deal ends in 2027, Rodri himself has expressed a desire to play in La Liga again. This situation presents a classic dilemma: secure a vital player for the present or plan for the future. The club's hierarchy, including Pep Guardiola, must weigh Rodri's immense current contribution and leadership against his age and express desire for a Spanish homecoming. The potential for a lucrative offer from a club like Real Madrid further complicates matters, forcing City to consider whether to cash in or risk losing him for nothing. It's a delicate balancing act that could define City's midfield for years to come. Rodri's future is up in the air, but Manchester City isn't just focused on the present. They're scouting for the next big thing in midfield. Manchester City are reportedly leading the charge to sign promising young midfielder Alfie Osborne from Hearts. The 17-year-old Scottish talent has impressed in Hearts' B team, notching up 47 appearances with a goal and an assist, and is considered one of the brightest young prospects in Scotland. City faces competition from Premier League rivals Arsenal, Leeds United, Aston Villa, Newcastle United, Sunderland, and Fulham for Osborne's signature. Scouts highlight his energy, tackling ability, and passing range, but acknowledge he is still raw and would need time to adapt to the demands of English football. However, his potential to develop into a top-class player makes him an attractive long-term investment for Pep Guardiola's side, potentially enhancing City's academy and midfield depth for the future. Could Alfie Osborne be the next big star at the Etihad? We'll have to wait and see. But first, let's recap the biggest stories of the day. That's all the news for today. We covered Rodri's incredible comeback and his thoughts on Real Madrid, Manchester City's strategic dilemma with their star midfielder, and the exciting prospect of Alfie Osborne joining the club. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to News for your daily dose of breaking news, hit that notification bell so you never miss an update, leave a comment telling us your thoughts, and follow us on all our social media channels. See you next time.